Hello YouTube, this is Gavin from Voltrex Development, and today I'll be showing you how to host your music bot 24/7 with our sponsor, HostingBot. So, obviously, you would want to go over to the hosting and go to the KVM VPS Dallas. So then we have here. So, my recommendation for it is that if it's just a guild only bot, I recommend this one. 2 GB of RAM is more than enough. But I think we'll go with the 4 GB of RAM one.
Well, what are you doing?
Wait, what?
Did you just say 4 GB of RAM?
Correct.
Sorry, hello viewers. I represent Missy from Voltrex Development. I'm so sorry for his behaviour. Sorry, 4 GB, that's just crazy. 32 GB. Damn it. Thank you.
Oh, right.
Put it out of Tim's pocket, not ours, so we don't care. Go on, order.
You're gonna have to cut that out. Alright, you heard Missy, I guess. I guess we're gonna be going with the 32 GB of RAM. So, since I am not a new customer,
No, you need to choose all this first.
Huh?
Fill out the information.
So, since I am not a new customer, I cannot use the promo code Voltrex. So, and we're also going to be using Debian 9. And what should our root password be? Let's just say what should our password be? Voltrex Development 119 with a % at the end. That seems like a good password. So, Dallas, of course, NS1, NS2, and our host name. We'll just do Voltrex. No, we'll do tutorial. And our root password. That looks good. Now we can continue. So now you see, I can't apply the promo code, but if you are a new customer, you could just type in Voltrex to get 30% off. And see, if you are not a new customer, you can just validate the code. And if it says this promotion code is only valid for new users, you are not a new user. So we're gonna go into the checkout. So now after this, we have and then you'll just press complete order. And there we go. So now, once you have your VPS here, you can just go over to Services, My Services. And then right here, it'll say your VPS that you just bought. Now, it will give you your IP. So now, what you'll do, that you'll just need to grab your IP and open up a terminal. So now that we're in the terminal, we're going to have to install a bunch of things to make this work. So firstly, we need to update all of our dependencies. So just, obviously we need to SSH into that VPS. So just press yes. And then we are here. So now we need to do apt update to update all the dependencies. Now we're going to install curl. So apt install curl. Just press the Y. And there we go. So now we're also going to install a few more dependencies. So we're going to install nodejs. Make sure you copy this down exactly how it is. So curl-s uppercase L https deb.nodesource.com/setup. I'm just going to do 14 because that's the latest version. And then we're going to save that as setup.sh. Now if we look at our OS, we have a setup.sh. So now we'll just run bash setup.sh. So now we'll just let it install. So now here you see it'll tell us to install nodejs. So we're just going to apt install y nodejs. So now we want to check if our installation worked. So we'll just do node v npm v. There we go. Perfect. Now we need to install Java. So first we want to install dependencies. We're going to install git first. We'll need this for a bot as well. So apt install zip, and then I'll just do unzip. So then we'll need these dependencies for the Java installation. So now what you'll do, follow this command correctly, curl s https get.sdkman-init.sh, one of these, and then bash. You'll see it'll open up and it'll tell us to run the source. So we'll just run source root.sdkman bin sdkman-init.sh. So now we can install Java. So SDK install Java 11.0.8.7 Zulu. So now we'll just let that install. There we go. Now we want to run Java --version. Cool. So now we want to install one last dependency, and that is screen. So apt install screen. So if you've never used screen, I recommend that you look some things up, but I'll be giving you the basic commands. So screen ls to see all of your processes. Then we have screen xr, and then you just do your session name, which there's no session. So in case you need to see the logs of LavaLink or any Java application you're running with screen, there you go. Now you want to clear, and now we're going to write mkdir bot. Now what we're going to do is that we're going to open WinSCP, and we'll need to make a new site. So we have my IP pasted, we have root, and then you just type in your password. I recommend saving it, but since I'm only going to be using it for this, I don't need to. So you'll want to take all of your files. So such as I'm going to take into my programming folder, which has the source code for the tutorial bot. So you don't want to transfer in the node modules. Just transfer in all of these. Alright. Now, what we'll need to do is make a LavaLink folder. So in here, we're going to create a new file named application.yml. So now, we'll need to get a copy of the application.yml. Excuse me a minute, I'm going to go get mine. However, I'll leave a Pastebin for the template, because if you mess up the application.yml, LavaLink will not start. Alright, I'm back. You can look in the Pastebin in the description, and this will provide the template which you'll need. Now you see the IP blocks, we'll need to have a list of IP blocks. That's where Tunnel Broker comes in. So Tunnel Broker gives us IPv4, and it gives us blocks, IP blocks. So you'll want to register your accounts, everything here. But for me, I already made an account. So just enter in a bunch of information. There we go. I'm going to delete this one. But you'll have to make your own. So I always recommend having your client area open with your VPS information. So then you'll just let that happen, and then you'll want to create a regular tunnel. Give me a moment. Alright, we're back. So now I had to use a different account because it rate limited me. So you'll want to get your IP, and you'll just paste your IP there. Make sure this is your VPS IP. Now, since these are located in Dallas, you'll want to do Dallas, Texas, US. Then you'll want to create a tunnel, which then you'll create a tunnel, and then we'll need to assign the 48 block. Give that a moment. So now we want to assign 48. So keep this up, but you want to go into your example configurations. You want to select your OS, and we're using Debian, but it will also work for Ubuntu if you decide to get Ubuntu. Now, for whatever you have, so let's say that you decide you want CentOS. There should be a CentOS option here, so make sure you have the right operating system. But for us, we're just Debian and Ubuntu. So here, this is where we will open up our terminal again, and we're going to run nano etc network interfaces. Now, I recommend commenting this out in case you screw something up, so then you can just reverse your changes. So now I'm just going to paste this, and you'll need to change some things here. Don't save it yet. So you want to get your 48 block, and then right here you want to change this one to a 2, and then you'll want to go back and then paste this one. Remove that 48, and there you go. So now you want to go up. This will be a 1, and it's the same thing as the gateway. Now, after this, make sure everything looks correct. Then we're just going to press Control X, Y, and Enter. So now we'll want to run a few commands. We'll want to run sysctl net the IPv6 the IP non-local bind equals 1. Make sure it says this. So now we're going to persist on startup. So we're going to echo net the IPv6 to IP non-local bind equals 1. One of these etc sysctl.conf. There we go. So now we're going to want to run another command. So ifdown -a and two and signs ifup-a, and it should say ignoring unknown interfaces. You will want this. If you do not have this, IP rotation will not work. So now we're going to run another command. So IP6 root replace local. You're at your 48 block. Make sure this is your 48, you do not want your 64 one. Dev low. To check that if you did it right, you want to run IP6 root, and it should give you your IP, your tunnel broker. So now you want to run IP ping 6 google.com, and if it starts saying this, then you are good. So now you'll want to go into your bot directory. I should have lava link transferred over. Give me a second, I need to save this file. So obviously you want your application YML. I have lava link installed. I have a lava link jar ready for me. So I can just transfer that over. Give that a second. If it does that, it's probably going to say that the connection was lost. So you just gotta wait for it. Yep, right there. Abort, and then just reconnect. So I'll have to redrag the file over from my downloads. So right here, you'll just wait for it to load. So in the meantime, we want to cd into bot. Make sure our files are there. I want to npm install to install all of our dependencies. Now, if it gives you an error saying that you can't spawn git, you need to install git. So if you didn't see it earlier, it's apt install git. But we're just going to be waiting for this. So give that a second. Okay, we're back. Now you should rename your lava link file to just lava link. Now we are done with WinSCP. Alright, after looking at that error, I realized that we forgot to do an important step. And that is to actually put in our IP block into our application YML. So, I'll get to the VPS. If we look into our bot, go to lava link, and then we'll go to application YML. You see, I did not provide my IP block. So, I go to tunnel details and gear your 48 block. So there you go. That's what you want. Make sure your password is right, port. Then we can close WinSCP once this works. And we can run java jar lavalink.jar. And now, if it works correctly, we can start it with screen. Cool. So I want to exit out. And here's how to start your screen session. Screen uppercase S. Put your session name, so this is the identifier, so I just put it as lavalink. And then you run the command, java jar lavalink.jar. So look in your screen session by screen ls, and then it'll say a screen session. I would wait a little bit, but then we're going to cd back into the box. And then we are going to wait. Then we can start our bot. And as you see, everything worked over here. Now let's move on over to the testing channel. You'll also want to install PM2. cpmi g PM2. Let that install. And there you go. Now we can check that it works, and PM2 ls. So we'll want to start PM2 start index.js. So it'll start on index. You see, it has started over here. To see the logs, PM2 logs index or 0. So now we have confirmed that it works. We can go over to the Discord. So now we're just going to play something random. Let's play this song. And to check if it actually works. See, this is working. I'm just gonna defend just in case. To make sure that it actually worked, I have my lavalink logs open. And what you want to see is, if you look in your logs, you want to see this line, because it shows that lavalink is working with IP rotation. If you see that, everything is good, and you are now hosting your bot 24/7 on HostingBot. Have a nice day.